Oh, fuck. See all those morettes there. Just got done rewiring the car. Well, doing little fixes because got a lot of burned up fucking connectors and wires and shit. Focus. Anyways, that's burnt and bent and rusty and corroded, and it is junk. Charging up my big tractor battery that's in here. Not gonna open it because I got my tools here. And the shifter, I just welded a nut on right here onto this old piece of go-kart ball joint type tie rod. This is tie rods. This I just wrapped it in tape for a handle because it used to be a little ball joint type of thing, or some sort of joint type of thing that there's a greaser right there. I just welded a nut on there, bigger than the threads on these little nuts that I welded on my old push-pull shifter. It used to be like this. And then just put it through there, put a washer on that side so it didn't catch on that weld I put there a long time ago. Put a washer on this side just so for the hell of it. So this nut that I have in here that actually is on these threads doesn't go inside that bolt. Put a couple more washers here, and then put an oversized bolt that does fit this shaft on as tight as I can with this, not as tight as this. So it locks this nut here, so if it does this during the derby or bounces around, this will not come off, this will not come off. And it still has enough room in there to where I can move it. Just a rod going down to the shifter mechanism. Right there. Show you how that works real quick. I just cut off the original right there, just cut it there, welded an extension shaft on it with a nut on the top, and did the basic same thing as I did up here, but instead I just put one nut on the end. I just put one nut on the end and welded the nut on. It's not gonna be a bad thing because if I want, I just pull a pin right at the tip of my finger. There's a pin holding that thing on, that little C channel thing. Just pull that pin, that whole thing comes right up. And this, I just welded to the floor, which just take a fucking pneumatic cutting tool and just cut around it and weld that. It's just old floor to the floor on my new derby car when I get one. I did cut my headers down and folded my hood in half. Got a new air breather. Put this here just in case a car or something wants to fly in here. I don't know why, but I was drunk and I cut a sunroof. It's a lot easier to get in the car, by the way, for a pretty hefty fucker like me. And I know a lot of people say, why'd you want to do that? I left the emergency brake in here. Cable isn't there anymore, but you still push on it. That e-brake still works. It's got brand new brakes on the back and front, I just noticed. Right back here, see this thing? Just pull that. I think it's a lot easier than having to, when you chain your car down, to block it and shit. And I do have park on here still. This is park, reverse, neutral, drive, overdrive, 2 and 1. Seems floppy, but it's that ball I got down there. That. And I have greased it, so it's shifts a lot better. It used to be like seized up and you just have to push really hard to get it to go, but I got it going now. Can never get the steering wheels off these pieces of shit. These like to bend. Got my spare axle in the drive shaft. little windy, sorry. Flying the U.S. and North Dakota flag. Roof sign, put that on there. Got this sweet CB antenna that my buddy gave me. I'd say it's a 5 foot tall CB antenna. Pretty sweet. I pre-bent the back end. I pre-bent the fuck out of it. I do have notches in it. I think I pre-bent it so much you can't really see the notch down there. Oh, yep, you can. There's the notch. Yep. I actually notched it, and I dimpled it, so it's a lot better. I got a random chain in there too. That's cool. And folded the trunk lid down in there because on these Caprices, for some reason, you know, they stay there pretty good. On the corners here, they flare up, especially on the corners here where I bent this down. And my girlfriend has a smiley face on it. They bend up, and in there they bend up, and you can't see shit. So, tires, got new tires. Although there's not much tread on it because I was showing off because I was burning the tires. That guy there, he helped me set my motor in place because we didn't have anything to set it in there really. I set it in there with the Bobcat, and then my dad took the Bobcat the next day, so we just had to get it in the motor mounts. But he helped me. He grabbed the headers and was standing on the car, and he was moving the motor by himself, and it was fucking great. The motor I thought blew up, and I tore it out. Turns out it wasn't blown up. Got my block huggers on the header huggers. No fear. Need a new radiator. Anyone want to help me? But Chevrolet, that's about it. Thank you, everybody, and I appreciate it. One thing first, I put a Simpson lap belt in here because this seat belt ripped. I don't trust a ripped seat belt, so. But anyways, there will be more videos. Sorry about not making videos for a while, but computer fried. Thanks, everybody.